Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got some thrilling news that could shake up the NFL coaching scene in a major way. Now, we've all been closely following the wild coaching carousel of recent weeks, right? Coaches leaving, new faces entering, big shifts happening in some major NFL franchises. But here's something you might have missed, or perhaps it's been flying under the radar a bit. You know Scottie Montgomery, right? Detroit Lions fans sure do. But guess what? It looks like Montgomery, who's been a key figure on the Lions coaching staff, is making waves, and not just in Detroit. In fact, he's just interviewed for the offensive coordinator job with none other than the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you've heard that right. Scottie Montgomery, a name that's been relatively quiet in the spotlight, is now being considered for one of the most coveted coordinator positions in the NFL. But why is this interview such a big deal? What does it mean for both teams, and more importantly, what does it mean for Scottie Montgomery's career moving forward? Well, today we're diving into all that and more. Stick around because this could be a game changer for the Lions, the Cowboys, and Montgomery's future. Let's break it down. Before we get into the Cowboys' interest, let's rewind a bit and talk about Scottie Montgomery's current role with the Detroit Lions. Montgomery joined the Lions as assistant head coach and running backs coach under head coach Dan Campbell. Now, Campbell's crew is known for its hard-nosed, high-energy football, and Montgomery has been right there in the thick of it, working closely with the running backs, a group that's had its ups and downs but has shown some real flashes of promise. He's helped develop some impressive talent in that backfield. Think about it, players like Jahmyr Gibbs, who showed explosive potential, and the solid, consistent performance from David Montgomery. Scottie's coaching has definitely contributed to their progress, both in the running game and in the development of young players. But here's the thing, Montgomery's resume doesn't just stop at Detroit. He's had a pretty varied career in the NFL. Before coming to Detroit, he had stints with the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers, primarily focusing on the offense. What's interesting, though, is how much his experience stretches beyond just the running back room. He's got a keen eye for overall offensive development, and has even dabbled in wider aspects of coaching like quarterback development and overall offensive schemes. So, Montgomery isn't just a running back coach, he's someone who understands the broader offensive picture. And that makes him an intriguing candidate for any offensive coordinator job. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Why are they interested in Scottie Montgomery? Well, the Cowboys have been on a coaching overhaul in recent months. With the departure of Kellen Moore, their former offensive coordinator, the team is on the hunt for a new offensive mastermind who can take this squad to the next level. Let's be real, the Cowboys have a lot of offensive talent. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and a solid offensive line. There's no shortage of weapons in Big D. But here's the problem, the Cowboys' offense has been inconsistent, particularly in the postseason. Despite boasting some of the NFL's best talent, they've struggled to get over the hump. This is where the offensive coordinator role comes in. Under the leadership of Schottenheimer, the Cowboys are looking for a coordinator who can help unlock their full potential, someone who can fine-tune the offense, make it more dynamic, and of course, lead them to more playoff success. Scottie Montgomery might just be the right guy to help them do that. So, why does Scottie Montgomery stand out as a candidate? Well, for starters, he's a coach with a great track record of player development. He's been instrumental in the growth of several young talents, like we mentioned before, but he also has a knack for getting the most out of his players, no matter their experience level. Montgomery has a solid reputation for fostering a balanced offensive attack. He's not just about running the ball. He has the ability to design creative schemes that get all the players involved. And when you're working with a quarterback like Dak Prescott, who thrives in both the air and on the ground, this kind of versatility is key. The second big reason Montgomery could be the right fit is his ability to adapt. As we all know, the NFL is constantly evolving. Defenses are changing, offensive philosophies are shifting, and the ability to adjust is crucial for any coach. Scottie Montgomery has shown time and time again that he can adapt his play calling to fit the personnel around him. Whether it's running the ball effectively, utilizing play action, or getting the ball into the hands of dynamic playmakers, Montgomery has a diverse playbook that can bring new life to any offense. Now, let's talk about the head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, and how Montgomery could fit into his system. Schottenheimer, who took over the reins of the Cowboys offense this season, has a history of working with strong quarterbacks and creating balanced offensive schemes. From his time with the New York Jets to the Seattle Seahawks, Schottenheimer has shown a preference for a run-heavy offense, with a mix of short to intermediate passes. But what does that mean for Montgomery? Well, Scottie Montgomery could be a key piece in helping Schottenheimer build a more versatile offense. Montgomery's ability to work with running backs and his knowledge of offensive strategy could complement Schottenheimer's philosophy well. He could help integrate the running backs more into the passing game, create more space for play action, and perhaps even unlock a more creative and dynamic offense than what we've seen from the Cowboys in recent years. The chemistry between Montgomery and Schottenheimer could lead to a very potent offensive attack, one that can evolve and adapt to the competition, and most importantly help the Cowboys finally break through in the playoffs. Now, let's not forget about the Detroit Lions. If Montgomery takes the job with the Cowboys, what does that mean for Detroit? The Lions would have to find a new assistant head coach and running backs coach, which could potentially throw a wrench into their plans. But here's the thing: Dan Campbell has built a solid coaching staff, and they've shown they can handle turnover. With the way the Lions have been progressing, especially after their impressive 2023 season, it's clear that the coaching culture in Detroit is strong. If Montgomery leaves, the Lions have the infrastructure to replace him. However, losing a coach with his experience and player development track record would still be a blow. The Lions would need to find someone who can keep the momentum going in that running back room and maintain the offensive consistency that Montgomery helped build. So there you have it: Scottie Montgomery is making moves, and now he's a real contender for the offensive coordinator position with the Dallas Cowboys. If he gets the job, it could mean big things for the Cowboys offense, especially with the weapons they have at their disposal. But no matter what happens, one thing is for sure: Montgomery's career is on the rise, and his future in the NFL is looking brighter than ever. What do you guys think? Is Scottie Montgomery the right choice for the Cowboys' offensive coordinator role? Or do you think the Lions should keep him around? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any of the latest NFL news and analysis. Catch you next time!